Hi everyone, I'm Madeline.
I'm Rickard. We're from the band ELEINE.
And we are here today to talk about some tour tips.
Yeah, these are our top 5 tour tips. Starting off with number 1, water and food.
That's 2 good things, I gotta say. Yeah.
It's a combo.
Exactly.
What do we mean by that? We mean that on tour, food can be very, very scarce, and also venues can have either really good food or freaking terrible.
Yes.
Like, not edible at all. So, if there's good food at a venue and there's food left over, take that food with you, because you never know if yesterday's snack becomes tomorrow's breakfast. It often does.
Yeah, and I actually gotta say that I think that the breakfast part has been the most difficult from time to time.
Yeah.
More than actually like the dinner, you know. So I mean, I've had so many awesome breakfasts based on yesterday's snacks. So that is a great tip, I gotta say.
I got myself real prep for breakfast, because I always eat like oatmeal anyway. Oatmeal and some protein powder, and
That is good.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Yeah, and that is also, I mean, now when we're talking about water and food, you can always have the yesterday's snack as tomorrow's breakfast, but having oatmeal with you on the bus, it only takes water, some oats, and hopefully a microwave or something like that.
Yeah, and
or
then
just,
you have a meal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that is really everything that you need, so.
And that's why they call it oatmeal.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk about the next tip.
Yes, stay active. Often you just go from the tour bus into the venue, and in the venue you're pretty busy. But when you're having days off or just have some time left over before actually going into the venue, I recommend you to take at least a walk, because I feel that the fresh air is like, I forget it sometimes when I just go from tour bus into the venue. So fresh air and a long walk, just enjoy it yourself or with a band member or someone from the crew, and just take that time. It will give you a lot back.
So walks, as Madeline said, fresh air, sunlight. Sunlight is very
Yes.
important.
Oh my god.
I mean, stage light is very, very good, but sunlight, I mean,
Yeah.
Our drummer and myself, Jesper and I, we have these power blocks, these dumbbell weights that you can actually set the weight you want really easy. Like, it takes 2 seconds, and it doesn't take up a large space. It takes it's like this big combined.
Yeah, and I really like and enjoy that you can adjust the weight, because I can use them lifting, a little bit more light weights, but still both Jesper and Rickard can make the more heavy stuff. So I mean, it's a really good thing that everyone can use.
Sometimes I do heavy stuff, but not. So thank you for believing that, though.
Oh, it's heavy for me,
Power blocks.
Yeah.
Tip number 3.
Yes, alone time.
Yeah.
That is a very, very important tip, and actually subject to talk about. First of all, you gotta respect each other's alone time.
Yeah.
That is the number 1.
You got to think of it yourself, that you can't have alone time in a common area. If you want, you can, but you have to address that first.
Yeah, you can read a book,
Yeah, but space out.
Yeah, of course.
But your special, very special alone time is in your bunk.
Yeah, it is.
Mainly, because like the common area is for bonding, and also you can have alone time in the common area, but as I said, you need to address that first, so that everyone knows. Otherwise, it's very, very hard. You need to communicate. Unless you want a bad time. And speaking of the common area, keep it tidy.
Yes. Basically, just get your shit and take it away when you're done. I mean, it's just
wrapping
simple.
papers and stuff like that.
No one wants that laying around,
Yeah.
It's
like tissue paper and stuff like that.
Oh,
especially now,
my
2020.
God,
Take that shit with you.
Yeah, and I mean, now when we're talking about this cleaning up after yourself and respect each other's alone time and all of that, you can basically just put everything down to, there's never any space on a bus for an ego.
No.
Never.
Egos take up a great amount of space.
Yeah. The people you're all with on the bus is your family and home for that tour. Just take care of it. It's so very important.
And that leads us over to tip number 4,
Yeah.
To look after each other. If you see someone in your crew or band that seems a bit down, feel free to ask them how they are, because I mean, a lot of people don't even do that.
No.
And that's very important because you need to be able to share while you're on tour. Like, be open. It's as Madeline said, you're a family, and you need to take care of that.
Yeah, and you get to see each other. I mean, it's not that hard for you to ask how someone is doing. Not just like, hey, what's up? I mean, you actually got to see that person. How are you? I mean, not in a cringe way, but
yeah, not like every day you
exactly.
Like pull the curtains to the bunk and hey, how are you? How are you doing?
No, never do that. The curtains is like, all right, closed. Do not enter.
Yeah.
It's simple like that.
You can peek out your head.
Yeah,
you know, if it's your bunk. Yeah, I do that sometimes. Yeah.
I've done that as well.
I pop out my butt sometimes.
I remember the UK tour. I woke up with a freezing butt. And I was like, why is this happening? Then I had like put my butt out of my bunk, and that was like freezing. Why did I do that?
It was like the ass show with the curtains and the ass. Yeah.
I'm sure that looked fun.
Oh, that was a great tip.
Yeah,
we got a bunch of tips, by the way. We can do a list of. Let's do it next time. Digital Tour Bus with like 100 tips from Elaine. Last one, which is
be friendly.
Be friendly, and what do we mean by that?
When you enter a venue, there's people there waiting to work for you with that during that evening, and that is so important that you see those people, because first of all, they're so passionate. They're so like. I mean, they're so into the live music thing, and this is a huge thing for them, just as it is for you to have a live show.
Yeah,
right?
they're colleagues for the evening, you know?
Exactly.
You need to treat them with respect. This is what we always do, by the way. When we come to a new venue, we enter, we greet everyone we see. We say, hi, I'm this and that, and this and that. Nice to see you, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and I
mean,
mean,
when you leave, you say thank you.
Of course you do. And I mean, now after those years, I would still stay in touch with so many of them that still works on the same place. And I mean, now we're feeling that, oh, can't wait to be back at that venue, because then I got to meet him and her and blah, blah, blah. And that is just something very exciting. You make friends for life. So, I mean, and if you help them, they will help you. So it's a two-way street.
Yeah, and if you don't see someone sometime, or you miss to say thank you or whatever to someone, don't feel bad about that. That happens because you're very, very busy, of course. But
everyone is.
Yeah, everyone is, and we're talking about staying friendly, you know.
Exactly. So that was our 5 tour tips to. Yeah, I mean, just keep them in mind when the world opens up after the pandemic. And if you see this in 2030 or something like that, there was a pandemic right now, and tours was not possible. So
you know, the kids in 2030, they will be, what the hell are they talking about?
Exactly. Yeah. Everyone, thank you so much for listening to our tour tips, and stay true and stay metal, and why not listen to Elaine?
Hey.
Hey.
Did they cut?